Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be giving you a complete overview and in-depth review of the DS416play. We also have another video giving you an in-depth review of the DS1815 Plus. In these videos we're going to be going over performance, stability, giving you a comparison of the two drives.
So stay tuned and watch this space because we have got some shocking, and I mean shocking results. First up, what is a NAS drive?
So NAS drive stands for Network Attached Storage. What that means is you can access your storage anywhere over the network or over the internet itself.
That's really clever, but why would you need one in the first place?
So I've been using a MyBook Duo drive. Christmas, New Year's, can't go all into one.
MyBook Duo?
One, that drive is awful because it has this thing called hardware encryption. What that means is if the drive gets damaged, you've lost all of your data. And by drive, I don't mean the hard drives inside, I mean the just case itself.
Okay,
horrible.
That's
really
the
dumbest
bad.
as hell thing. Secondly, with those units, you need to have the external hard drive plugged into a computer in order to access the drives.
That's true.
Whereas a NAS drive allows you to access the data over, the Wi-Fi, a LAN, or the internet. Firstly, we're going to give you a nice comparison of the two units. Looks-wise, I am in love with the DS1815 Plus. I think it's sexy as hell, it looks beautiful, it looks futuristic, it looks slick. Although, weight-wise, the DS416play is a lot lighter.
Well, it's half the size, isn't it?
The front of these panels are awful, they get smudged all the time, especially when I access the hard drives. The 416play has brightness adjustable LEDs. Whereas the 1815 Plus is bright as hell.
Yeah, they just blink away. It's like ding, 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 ding. It can be quite distracting actually. So, for example, at the moment we've got ours next to the TV. So it's like when you're watching the TV, you can see this little thing just blinking away. Whereas this one, I didn't really notice it as much. So that's something that you might want to bear in mind. But again, that can be resolved if you have got a cupboard that you can stick it in to hide
Yeah, you
it.
really need to be placing these inside its cupboards.
Yeah.
Something to consider though is the LAN cable that they do provide is only 1 meter long. So if you want to place it in a cupboard, you need to be very thoughtful about where you're going to place the Wi-Fi router, because a cupboard isn't the best place for a Wi-Fi router. So you'd probably need to do some sort of cable management, and you need to buy longer cables to figure out how to do that.
That's a good point.
So maybe not a cupboard, but maybe a dedicated room for noise. I'm not sure what the right solution is. Ports wise, the 416play has 2 LAN units. It's got 3 USB ports, although the front USB port we had some problems with. It doesn't recognize some certain drives. This one, of course, is a monster. It has a lot more ports, but to be honest, 2 LAN ports is more than enough for our use cases. So I'd say this one has the potential to be better. Both of the drives are noisy as hell. I mean, maybe you'll...
Oh my gosh, yeah. So the thing that I've noticed as a layperson is that this drive particularly, because this is the one I've experienced the most, is super noisy. It constantly sounds like there's a kettle boiling in the background. Sound familiar? Exactly. It never stops, like 24/7. It's constantly chugging away like...
It's a shame it's so noisy. So I was using a MyBook Duo with the same sort of hard drives, a Western Digital Red, 6 terabytes in there, and noise level wise, they were so quiet.
You can't even hear them over the Synology box.
Now the DS1815 Plus has a 2-year-old processor, whereas this guy has a sexy brand new 2016 edition processor. So this guy's a quad core, this guy's a dual core. According to the specs, 400 megabytes a second throughput is more than enough for me. So on paper it sounded like it'll be a dream to work with. In practical wise though, performance is what you guys all want to hear about. This guy, unusably slow. If you want to view a video over the network and we're using a gigabit LAN connection,
It's impossible.
it doesn't work. You press space to preview it and it takes 10 seconds, the first frame
Choppy,
loads, and
it's
then
choppy.
it's
just not worth
unusable.
it. And it just was the slowest thing ever. And even just to retrieve an image, like for example, they've got their DS app as well, you can get on your phone. Just to scroll down and get an image as well, you just can't. It's so frustrating. It makes you want to
It
just
works
throw
well
them
with
in.
100 images, but once it gets to the tens of thousands that we had,
It's just no point.
but what's the point of making it such an expansible drive if you're not going to give it terabytes of data? I don't understand it. Like, what's the point of only using... I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. It's not fit for purpose. It's not... This guy, at least when you're previewing a video, you preview it. It has its problems, the same as this one, listing files on Macs and PCs. The networking drivers are abysmal. They're just poorly programmed. So if you think it will be just as fast as using an external drive, you're wrong. It's just not as fast. There are tweaks you can do with it, and we're going to be going over those tweaks in the in-depth review of the 1815 Plus, including expanding the RAM and using an SSD cache. However, performance is just not fit for purpose. It's insanely slow.
Unless you've got a dud one, but then I can't imagine that. Like, I can't imagine that at all. But this is just not worthwhile.
It's been hell. It's been a nightmare. It's been heartbreaking.
You've literally had sleepless nights just trying to get this thing working, and it's just been so slow. You don't get anywhere with it.
And our read and write speeds completely abysmal. Like, reading data just so slow in the kilobytes to the low megabytes. If I'd get 9 megabytes a second, that'd be amazing. And this is on a gigabit LAN connection, 2 gigabit LAN connections. It's just so slow. It was so disappointing.
Yeah,
so
really bad.
We left it for a month, indexing and converting, and it just couldn't convert any of the photos or index any of the photos. It was so slow still.
Yeah.
One more thing just to add. So when you want to expand the number of drives you're using, we went from 2 drives to 4 drives. Guess how many days it took to expand? And I said days already, so a shock. It took a long time. It took 10 days to expand the volume to support 4 drives from 2. And at the end, it stopped working.
And we literally panicked because we thought we'd lost all of our data. All of the pictures just gone.
I had to do a hard turn off because you couldn't turn off via the app itself. It was just spinning. I thought it was just reformatting the drive. When I turned it back on, it took 5 minutes of hardcore prayer for it to finally beep and say that it's working again.
Scary.
It's horrible. Horrible.
It's scary.
Horrible. Yeah. Now, reasons why it could be slow. It's only got 1 gigabyte RAM, which is not upgradable unless you want to avoid your warranty. Some people have switched out the RAM inside. It just requires a bit of unscrewing. We never did that. We want a warranty. We love warranties. All the forum guides I've seen, if you're looking for a 4-bay NAS solution, don't get the 416play, get the 916 Plus.
Okay.
The 916 Plus, it's modern. It uses a 2016 processor, but it's a quad-core processor, and it allows you to upgrade the RAM. So it's twice the processing cores, and it has a lot more memory. Everyone says that on the forums. I figured that according to the specs, there's no reason why this processor with a gigabyte of RAM shouldn't support just transferring files. All we're doing here is transferring files, but it struggles. This guy doesn't transfer files. We're on a gigabit connection, and we're getting literally pathetic speeds. The worst.
Yeah,
the
really
worst.
bad.
The good things, it does come with the DiskStation operating system, which includes so many apps you can use. You got CloudStation, which allows you to synchronize with Amazon Drive, Google Drive, all these different drive solutions, Dropbox. It's got VideoStation and PhotoStation, which on paper, it's like a nice Google Photos alternative and a nice Plex alternative. You can also install Plex itself.
Yeah.
However, practicalities of it, if you install Plex, it's going to chug your system. It actually crashed this unit because we had too much data, I guess. And VideoStation just runs abysmally slow. It says it supports 4K, but it doesn't. But on my MyBook Duo, my external hard drive, 4K plays completely fine.
Really well.
PhotoStation, it works well for the first 100 photos. You give it anything more than that,
Oh my god. There's just no point using PhotoStation. It just can't load.
and it's got this thing called indexing and converting.
Yeah.
It has to convert all of your photos and videos into a lower res version. And to me, as an engineer, it's just such a backwards way of doing it. I mean, if they need to convert something, why don't they convert it on Access?
Yeah.
Like when you want to view a video,
Yeah, makes sense.
as you're able to transcode the video into 4K on the fly with this GPU, which you can, why not then convert it? But in fact, you don't even need to convert it. I have a MacBook Pro. She's got a MacBook. You can play these videos, play completely fine on our computers. We never asked for this conversion process. We don't want it. However, we're forced to have it.
I feel like Synology just really need to sort this out, or just discontinue it and just not sell it anymore, and just end this misery that you're putting people in, because anybody who's got any pictures just will not be able to use this.
Or just be honest with your performance. Say, look guys,
It's a
you
bit
can
rubbish.
Oh no, you didn't.
Synology, I think you should really sort this out. Or you should message us on YouTube to give us a free one just to make up and compensate for the time that's
This isn't a sponsored video, by the way. Like, they haven't given us any drives, and we're not giving this a bad review because they never gave us anything for free. I've in fact bought with my own money a DS1815 Plus to replace this unit. I mean, I do like the brand Synology. It sounds sexy, sounds Apple-esque, it looks really beautiful.
If you guys have had any experiences with this one, and maybe perhaps we've just had a dud one as we said, or if you've noticed any similar problems or issues, please feel free to write something in the comment section below, because we would love to hear if we were just unlucky or whether this is a common problem as well. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, like and share, because we're going to be pumping out some amazingly cool technology videos that you really need to watch with some shocking results.
Yeah, we're going to be giving you an in-depth review of other units as well as the DiskStation 6.0 and 6.1, so stay tuned for that.
But it's fair to say, Cairo does not love this.
Just do not get the DS416play.
I just want to throw it in the bin. It's just so annoying. Just so slow and so noisy, and yeah, I didn't like it either.
Thing to remember though is this one, even though it's slower, is actually more powerful than the new model. Newer processors are just newer processors